playing in C minor.
Hammond Report. This is Jon Hammond checking in with my almost daily Hammond Report from the pandemic Quarantino time is still on, folks. I hope everybody's doing okay. That's my tune Thing in C minor in the background. I've jammed on that tune all over the world. And it's been a pretty interesting couple of days. I took a day off yesterday. I was a little bummed out because on my night health walk, I did one of the clumsiest things I've done in a long time. I took out my Lumix camera to take a picture, and I didn't put the little strap around my wrist. And with the lens extended, it took a tumble out of my hand, and I knew from the sound as it hit the pavement, the sickening sound of a completely destroyed camera. But I got 5 years of use out of that DMZ. I'm sorry, it's called the DMC ZS50. It was a good little camera, had a viewfinder on it, and long zoom. Did a lot of long zooming with it. So that's one camera that won't be taking any more pictures, but I'll be putting some of the last pictures up that it took. And during this time of killing a lot of time, I was talking to my friend Mark Baum, and I said, you know, I look on Craigslist. Sometimes I sit there and look at all these cars that I used to have. I don't know why I do that, but he said, well, I do that too. You know, so I think it's something that guys our age do quite a lot, you know, because you look back over the years and you think, I should have never got rid of that car. That was a good car. I wonder how much it goes for nowadays. And then you look on there and you see it's worth a lot of money, and you go, oh man, I should have never got rid of that car. And then you look for another car that you used to have, or some more examples of the same car, and that's a pretty good way to waste a lot of time. But it's interesting also to see. I had some great cars. You know, I had a lot of Japanese cars. My first brand new car was a Honda Civic CVCC hatchback. That was a good little car. I paid $3,650 out the door from the dealer. And all my cars, I used to bring them to show my dad, and he was not really too impressed, you know, until the time when I got a Buick Wildcat. 1968 Buick Wildcat. I put a lot of work into it, and I drove it up to see the old man, and he came out, he looked at that car, and he said, so you finally got yourself a real automobile. Yeah, that was a car, boy. I tell you, 430 cubic inches with the Super 400 transmission, and I put a lot of special modifications on the car so I could do some towing with it, you know. Yeah, Ronnie Smith Jr. on the drums, everybody. Let's give him a little feature here. We recorded this album at Unique Recording Studios in Times Square, New York. Yeah. Yeah, that was Ronnie's first trip to New York. We brought him in just for that record date. That's from my album Hammond's Bolero. That was my second official release, self-produced album. I wrote all the tunes and came off real nice, you know. I'm real proud of that album. Check it out, folks. Oh, yeah. You know, for the musicians out there, or people learning about music, you know that every major key has its relative minor key. And in the case of E flat, you have 3 flats. So the relative minor, E flat major, is C minor. And that also has 3 flats. We played all 3 on this tune, Thing in C minor. That's why it's called Thing in C minor. Yeah, I played it with some great musicians overseas. A lot of good memories. Well, everybody, I hope you're staying safe out there and wearing your mask, whether they do it around you or not. It's always a good idea because you will help to protect those around you and yourself too. So you're doing everybody a favor. And we hope that these openings are not happening too fast. Got to go easy. With good luck, the gigs will come back. And we'll see you out there on the dusty trail. So have a great day. And a better one tomorrow. This is Jon Hammond taking you home. One more time. Yeah. Bye-bye now.